So the patchiness that I had here. Hi guys, in this video we are going to be testing a new foundation by Maybelline. This one here is the Superstay Active Wear, and they claim that this one can last on your skin for 30 hours. That's extreme. I'm also gonna be doing a wear test in this video, a normal wear test for about 9 to 10 hours. You can find this product in 20 shades and the price of it is €12.95. So far this new foundation is released in Europe. I haven't seen any US websites having this one. It claims that it is lightweight on the skin and also it has full coverage. This one can give a matte natural finish, which is my favorite finish, and it is also transfer proof, waterproof and oil free. I have also tried this one here by Maybelline. This one is the Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation. The 24-hour was very drying for my skin. I have dry and sensitive skin, so I'm very curious to see how this one is gonna look on my face. And the Active Wear foundation is for all skin types. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite Drugstore foundation that I can try as well. If you are new here, my name is Vasilikis. I'm posting makeup reviews, tutorials and also unboxing videos on my channel, so don't forget to subscribe to get notified for all of my latest videos. Get the band on. In my foundation reviews, I'm always using the product with a sponge and a brush, half and half face. So we're gonna see what is the best way to use this foundation. Before I start with the foundation, I'm gonna use a little bit of this primer here. And this is the Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base by Catrice Cosmetics. And now, moment of truth. Let's see if I got the correct shade for me. So I bought this online and I got the shade 21 Nude Beige. I think it's gonna match me, but we're gonna see. And let's open this. Oh, okay. So we also have a little pump here. The packaging is exactly the same with the Superstay 24-hour foundation. They are sisters or twins. I'm gonna zoom you in. The consistency is a little bit moussey and it reminds me a lot of another foundation by Maybelline. I think it is called the Hydrating Serum. Found it. This one here is the Dream Satin Liquid and it has hydrating serum, and this one reminds me a lot of this consistency and I actually love this a lot. If you want a hydrating foundation, check it out. Let's continue with the Active Wear foundation, and I'm gonna use the Spectrum Wonder Sponge. I'm always forgetting the name of this one. Okay, so I think the color is a little bit darker for me for now, but I'm having plans to go out. It was very easy to blend the product with the sponge, and I think it has a medium to full coverage with a very small amount of the product. It looks very soft and it's not drying on my skin. About the scent of the product, it is almost scentless. I love that. Some days of the month I'm very sensitive to strong scents and I can even get a headache. It is almost not sticky. It is one of the foundations that you don't have to use powder and it looks super nice. Let's go with the brush now. I'm using the flat kabuki brush by Sigma. Oh my god, it looks fuller in coverage with the brush and you need less product. Also, it is always faster to use a brush instead of a sponge. I don't see a lot of lines from the bristles, but if you see any, you can just go lightly with tapping motions. I think it looks very nice with the brush as well, and I'm gonna use just a little bit more to see if it is buildable. Let's see first with the sponge. The blendability of this product reminds me a lot of the L'Oreal matte cover foundation, but with that one I cannot use a second layer. It looks very patchy for some reason. It is oxidizing and it's looking like I have different colors on my skin. With this one I can see that it blends beautifully. You can also use on some areas a little bit more product if you have discolorations. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. I'm gonna let that dry and after a couple of minutes we're gonna do the oxidization test. I'm gonna use just a little bit of powder because I want to see how powder products are blending on top of this product. product on top of this foundation. About the finish, it is matte. It's not that very drying matte, so we can say it is a natural matte finish. I also think that this one is gonna look very nice on oily skin. If you have dry skin like me, you can also use a different primer, a hydrating one, so you can give more glow to this foundation. I also like that it doesn't set in my fine lines here. It's been a couple of minutes and we can see that this is darker, so I'm gonna be using just a little bit more to actually see the difference. Oops. Yeah, so it is definitely getting a shade darker, maybe 2 shades darker. What do you think? Keep that in mind before choosing your shade. So let's continue with some concealer. I'm gonna be using this one by BH Cosmetics. It is the Total Coverage Concealer, and I have it in the shade 104. So it was a little bit difficult to blend my concealer on top of my foundation, especially between my brows, and now it is a little bit patchy. Most probably I'm gonna use this foundation with a different primer that gives a little bit more hydration. To set everything, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I'm using a powder brush by Profusion, and for the eyes I'm using the Luxie brush 209. I just applied a very light layer of this powder because the foundation is not very sticky, and the next step is to try some other face powders on top of the foundation. And I have here a face palette by Pixi. This one is the Sugar Blossom. In this one we have, oops, a bronzer, a blush and 2 highlighters. Usually these are very creamy and easy to blend on the skin, so we're gonna see what happens with the foundation. I'm taking the contouring shade. Ooh, that looks so pretty. And I'm using a contouring brush by Profusion. That is blending so beautifully on the skin. And for the nose, I'm using an angle brush by Essence. Okay, that looks very nice on the skin and very smooth. Let's continue with some blush. I'm gonna take this one here with the same brush. It is getting just a little bit patchy on this area here that I have also blended concealer. Maybe that's because also the concealer has a matte finish. I believe that in a couple of hours it's gonna look very natural because my skin is gonna produce some oils. And then let's take some concealer. I'm gonna take this one here, and this is the E40 brush by Sigma. With the previous brush, I'm just blending in circular motions to blend everything together. Until now, it looks very nice. I'm gonna see you in a couple of hours. Hi guys, it's been 9 hours and let's do the wear test for the foundation. Surprisingly, I'm very glowy and it looks a little bit greasy. I wasn't expecting this finish at the end of the day. It doesn't look terrible, but this is not a matte natural finish. As I can see, it didn't crease on my forehead or between my brows. Just a little bit on this smile line here, but that's nothing. So the patchiness that I had here before, now it is very soft. I think that's because of all the oils that my skin produced. Even though I am so glowy, it is still very smooth on the skin and all of my products are blended. The foundation didn't cling on any oily areas and I don't have any patchiness. So I'm not very sure now if this is a good foundation for someone with oily skin, because I have also used a mattifying primer today and I have dry and sensitive skin, not oily skin. I want to see if I can remove this glow all over my face. I'm taking a tissue paper here and I'm just pressing lightly so we can see if we can do any touch-ups. I think it looks a lot better now. As you can see, I have removed a little bit of the foundation. Let's do a close-up. Okay. That is looking very nice, a little bit glowy, but not as much as before. You can also apply a little bit of powder if you want. I'm not gonna do that now because I will just remove my makeup and go to sleep. Let me know in the comments if you like this foundation. Are you gonna try it or not? And you can find here more reviews of drugstore foundations. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!